Hello. How you doing?
There's that.
Thank you. Good morning, how are you? I'm in West Branch. Oh, you too, Audrey. I'm in West Branch, Michigan. I'm going to check the ice out. It's damaging houses.
All right, there you go.
Have a good day.
Yep, you too.
Yep. Check it out. Party. No, but this is a little different than normal. This is a lake. It's actually Michigan's biggest inland lake. And this is stuff that you normally would have like around the Great Lakes. And this is on an inland lake, and they never had it happen like this before. So I was going to go up. Mary sent me a link about it. Go up there and take a look. Ice Wars. Starting to get back in shape. Partying. There's this dog grooming place too. I think I'm gonna get Daisy groomed. It's my Daisy girl. This big coffee, I get one every day. Makes me feel like a real man. I looked for these two bald eagles at the nest yesterday. I couldn't find them. Yeah, this is an independent lake, not fed by any Great Lakes. It's weird, really, which is why I'm going to check it out. Come on, buddy, turn. I'm going to do on-the-spot reporting. I want to bring you the finest news possible. Yeah, it's shallow, yep. I'll show you when I get up there. Look it up, Houghton Lake, Michigan. I mean, I've been up here 10 years and I'd never heard of it. Big piles of ice. It looks like something you'd see in the Great Lakes. I like ice for some reason. I like winter. I'm really kind of dreading summer, to tell you the truth. It's Ice Chronicles. I think I'm supposed to go out to Hilton Head. I just can't seem to get it going. Good morning. How you doing, Blue? This Houghton Lake up here, Mary sent me a link to it. They have ice coming off this lake. Remember where I went and saw the snowmobiles? And it's starting to mess up the houses. So I want to verify it. I'm going to do on-the-spot reporting. I'm going to take a day off from taking photos of birds. This dog grooming place is supposed to be around here somewhere. I can't seem to ever find it. They need a bigger sign. Oh, there it is, Unleashed. No, you're right about that, guess. That's true. Not enough snow anymore. That's true. Actually, the lakes are very low this year. I'm debating whether to get Daisy groomed or not. Yeah, I've been like, I've always done it myself, a hack job. But, I have a harder time keeping Daisy cool than I do warm. And the way that it worked out this year, I didn't really shave her hair because I purposely left the temperature lower in the house. And it allowed her to go with me more and not get cold when we went for walks. So you can't have it both ways. So because of that, her hair is pretty long and I could cut it, but I know it'd be a hell of a job. Now on the other hand, now this hasn't been tried in about 7 years, but Daisy would attack a groomer. She would be aggressive, and I don't know. But she's gotten better at the vet, so I'm kind of undecided. But I guess I just don't feel... It's hard to trim her paws. She's got these weird big nails. And even if you take her to a vet, if you don't warn them, they will clip them too short. They look like feet that ought to be on a Labrador. And they think that they can trim back like a normal dog nail, and you can't. So it's for these reasons I'm ambivalent about it. Yeah, they're black and they're real long and curvy. If I showed them to 20 people, they'd say, boy, those nails need to be clipped. It's like, you know what? They don't, I just clipped them. Yeah, they're real long. They almost look like something that'd be on an eagle or something. Seriously. I clipped them short one time, one nail. And I thought, well, I'll never do this again. But because of that, her nails are long. I've even had people comment before when they hear her walking across the wood floor that Daisy needs her nails clipped. I can see why they would think that, but she doesn't. I didn't want to clip them any shorter. It doesn't bother or anything, but I make it a point when I see other people's dogs, I look at their nails. These are really unique, atypical nails. I see 90% of the dogs, their nails are clipped not that far from the pad, maybe a quarter of an inch. Or 3/4 of an inch from the pad. You cut any closer than that and it's going to be a problem. Yeah, it is. It's going to be a big problem. I walked 3 miles last night. That's how I got that train video. I knew the train would be coming down that track. I said, hey, I need to do a train video. So I took my GoPros with me. Houghton Lake, like a lot of up north places, was busy 100 years ago than it is now. Yeah, and she's got these weird, like, dew claws that grow. They grow in a circle if you let them. So when I worry about them clipping them too short, her being aggressive towards the groomer, stressing her out, that's what's keeping me from pulling the trigger on dropping her off. Plus, excuse me, Daisy's with me all the time, and she gets this separation anxiety right away. It's almost like I should stay there, and I'm sure they don't want me doing that. So this is why I'm dragging my feet. So, you know, everybody, this happens all year long. It happens in Taos, and here's another place that happens. Everybody thinks when you get on the expressway in West Branch that you're going north. You're not. Until you get to Houghton Lake, where I'm going now, you're actually going west, northwest. East Taos, or Standish to East Taos, same thing. You can always tell in Taos in an early morning people realize that they're not from the area because they're looking the wrong way. That bay curls around. It's kind of confusing. Yeah, that's how Daisy is. When I was in Georgia, you know, a month ago or so, she would get separation anxiety when I got out of that four-wheeler to go set up a GoPro while my buddy, who she likes, sat in the seat with her. It's crazy. I mean, it's almost like she's better being alone than left with somebody. I quit taking that Abilify too. Today'd be my third day. Hopefully I don't go off the deep end. Just cruising down the highway. I'll tell you, this van, the only thing I like about it is the gas mileage. You know another weird thing? The lights don't come on automatically when you start it. No kidding. And what's weird is the dash lights come on, but the headlights don't. You gotta turn them on. Yeah, Penetrex. Yeah, I do. It works excellent. Excellent. Actually, I put some on last night. Yep. I highly recommend Penetrex. You know, for analgesic cream that actually works. You don't need to go to a doctor. It works. It does. Actually, my doctor buddies recommends it all the time. People rave about it. You know, he's an osteopath, so he's cool with that. He doesn't want to give everybody a big shot of cortisone. I got my face sunburned yesterday out taking pictures of birds so much. How's everything out in Colorado? What do you got? 100 one day and snowstorm the next? Hey Blue, is that disappointing to you that you're not getting typical Colorado weather? I mean, that had to have been a part of moving out there, wasn't it? Or are you liking the way things have changed? No, that's true. They say never get more than 3 cortisone shots. Yeah, I never had one. If I could wave a magic wand, I think I'd lose 30 pounds if I could. I mean, I just think I weigh too much for my size. I think as you get older, like with blood pressure and bones and all that, it's just not good. That's also, I think, why I haven't weightlifted in a couple years. I weightlifted my whole life. And now it's going to be a Richard Simmons workout, bouncing up and down in a trampoline, curling a pink 3-pound weight so I don't hurt myself. I just can't get into it. Aerobics, Richard Simmons headband. The gas is coming down a little bit. $3.90, big fucking deal. Dashboard Chronicles, Houghton Lake, Michigan. Ice wrecking things. A lot of people have been flying an American flag extra lately. Yeah, I'm gonna walk just to get over the hump, then I'll get back on the weights. You can't like weightlift all your life and then just be content with 5-pound pink weights and a mini trampoline. Get a pair of leotards. I'm not doing it. I mean, I'm stupid enough I probably will injure something. Because it's no fun lifting weights if you're not getting stronger or bigger. Yeah, I should do that. I mean, I get I'm like a typical guy, you know, like, just drag my feet. That Abilify, it just wasn't, something was off with that. I haven't been that depressed so lately, although I'm not getting anything done. I am getting a little more done, not a lot. I'm going to put up a little video of these cute little cabins I was at yesterday. I heard this place on the radio yesterday saying that if you get a coffee there, I know where they're talking about. They give 50 cents for every coffee to the schools. You know, I did shit like that at the detective agency years ago to St. Jude. What a pain in the ass. I'd rather just write them a check, estimate it. You're keeping track of all that shit. Giving it to them and then claiming it as a deduction. It's just a pain in the ass. Yeah, I've never been a cabin guy. What interests me about that place is January and February during a snowstorm. Now we're talking. But just to be out there with a bunch of marshmallow cooking yahoos in the summer, that wouldn't do a thing for me. So I found out about it kind of late, but at least I know about it. And I went and bought the park pass, $17. Those places need money. And the guy was friendly, and I'm fine with those things. Yeah, but you know, it's not right. It is by the bay, but not on the bay. You'd still have a couple 100-yard walk. The more I thought about it, there really isn't much for me there other than a snowstorm. You know, I'm not going swimming. I'm not sitting at the beach. You're not going to see a bunch of wildlife there at that beach, particularly in the busy times. So really, minus the winter, it doesn't really do me much good. Hey, look at these deer walking across the street. mean? I have to catch it during the winter. You know what I've learned down at the casino? There's a lot of... I've said this before, and that is I'm lucky. I never got lonely. Even when I was a kid, I didn't get lonely. I spent a lot of time by myself. As these Christians would say, I was blessed. So I think that gets you into all sorts of shit, particularly as you get older. And now that I'm older, like that's why you never see anybody with me, because I don't know, I don't get lonely, so I don't socialize that much. But anyway, my point here is I'm down the casino. This happens at least every other time I go to the casino. I'll be down there and some older woman will sit next to me and start talking. And I'm very nice to them, and they're nice. I'm not saying they want to go get a hotel room, but half of the times that happens, or I'd say a third of the time that happens, they ask me if I'm married. And I say, yeah, but I haven't lived with my wife in like 24 years or something. And they say, maybe we can get together sometime. And I can just tell they're lonely. You know? And I never get together either. I kind of feel bad for them. I kind of like want to do it sometimes just to be a nice guy. But I just never do it. I never get around to doing it. I'm not that motivated. There's an older lady in town. I got a few of them in town. And she was telling my buddy's wife the other day that they ever see me. And she said, you know, I lied. Because I knew if she knew that we saw you, it would hurt her feelings. So I said, no, we don't see you. But she doesn't even talk to me anymore because I don't want to come over there for dinner. I just don't. I know that sounds terrible, but it's just boring. It's not even like interesting conversation. It isn't like, you know, everybody I talk to has got to be 20 with a set of double D's. That's not it. It's just like going to a job. It's not fun for me. So I don't do it. And they get pissed about it. And when you're young and somebody doesn't want to get together, you don't get pissed. But boy, they sure do when they get old. Blue, do you have any insight on this? Could you analyze this situation for me and give some recommendations? And for a while there, I was doing shit for them, like, you know, helping them out. But I found that if I did that and they knew I was available, it never ends. I'll be over there every goddamn day. So that's my tale of woe. I need some psychological counseling on handling older women. Not really, because I never do it. I'm not. This ice, I'm assuming, is on the east side, because I probably should have turned there, but I'm not 100% sure, so I'm gonna just kind of eyeball it. The wind comes out of the west. It should be on this end, but I'm speculating. My private detective hat is on right now. Have to excuse me. I'm launching an investigation. I don't see any ice now, so I'm sure it's on the other side. Charlton Heston came here as a kid. He actually lived in St. Helens, which is one town over, but he came and watched movies here. Trump, Keep America Great. Meat market. Everywhere's out of business around think 18 is probably. Just have to find out. We're gonna find out here. Look at there's an old. I found some cool old cars yesterday. Yesterday, a guy with an old Crown Vic was a guy that was convicted of criminal sexual conduct. You would be surprised at the people that get mad at you if you're civil to someone that talks about being locked up for like a sexual indiscretion. That Jana's boyfriend, boy, I got a lot of nasty emails, and I'm sure it would happen the same with this guy. I mean, I do think there's a creepy factor, but my opinion on that is they paid their debt to society. Now, I'm sure I'd think about it much differently if it was my mother or my sister. But this is how life is, right? There's two sides to every story, and how you're going to look at things. And I say, you spent 20 years in prison, all this stuff. I'm not going to be a jerk to the guy. He fulfilled his obligation. I mean, it's still terrible what he did, I know, but what do you do? Just never bury the hatchet? The screen's a little hard to see, too, when I'm driving. And sometimes it doesn't keep up. Yeah, St. Helen, that's right, yeah. So I'm sure I'll go down here and it'll be on the other side. This place used to be packed 100 years ago, 125 years ago. The train, it came up. A lot of people have a lot of fond memories. I don't, because I didn't come here that much. I never took vacations as a kid. Once in a while, my mother would take us out to Connecticut, like maybe 3 times, but I never had a family vacation. My dad was a drunk that worked all the time, and I was talking to somebody last night on the phone about they're estranged from their mother, and honest to God, I cut my parents off at an early age. I'd say probably about 10. I didn't really have much to do with them. You know, I knew they were weirdos, bad parents. My parents didn't even go to my high school graduation. And they didn't ever know, they didn't even know I was going to college. They didn't know I was taking flying lessons. So weird. You know, other parents, you know, they're like into this shit. But you know, now I do have things bother me from time to time. But believe it or not, those aren't some of them. I didn't give a shit. I said yesterday, if I saw my parents hitchhiking on the side of the road right now, I'd keep driving. It's more of uninterested, like I wouldn't run them over. You know, just indifference. I think that could have fucked me up with relationships, but I'm guessing again. You know, you never really know. If all this stuff was spelled out perfectly, you could run a computer program and tell everybody how their life was going to turn out. I mean, there's lots of variations. You could be like a Ben Carson and be a neurosurgeon and come from a crappy neighborhood. You could come from a nice neighborhood and be a serial killer. You know, you never know. Well, I don't see any ice yet, but it's still early. Dollar General. You know, I was talking to a guy the other day that knew people that own these Dollar Generals. These things make crazy money. If you think about it, they capture a pretty good market. everywhere. Just like Walmart. I don't think I've ever stopped for this light. Yeah, you're probably right, Blue. Well, I got a huge stay away from list, big time. I get like crappy emails. They don't bother me either, believe it or not. I'm gonna go down here and just see. There's some ice. Yeah, I'm sure the ice is on the other side. Here, I'll do it here so you can see. See, no ice here. So I'm sure it's all on the side that I thought. Virgin Mary in their yard. Craft, scrapbooking. You know how it is. You know how it is too, Blue. Just by the, you kind of, I wouldn't say you get to know people, but, you do get to, like, people on chats kind of figure out where they're coming from, what their attitude is towards things, where they're at politically. Are they racist, homophobes, kind, pushy, nosy authorities? You can size them up pretty good. Oh, head not been good. Yeah, but like I said, it isn't like this circumstance creates this result. If you took 100 people and you put them in the same exact situation, you'd get different results. So everybody's always, especially humans, are always looking to, satisfy this right to know, like with religion and creation and planets. Like they're so narcissistic, they think they're entitled to know everything. And you just never know. I mean, there's some pretty good studies out there on identical twins with regard to behavior. And when they're separated, they're in different environments. Now that's a bad study to me. I want to know about the identical twins that were in the same environment and how they differed as they aged. See what I mean? It's a moving target. I mean, look at Jim Morrison's dad was a general in the service. Jeffrey Dahmer's parents were very nice. So, you just don't know. And because of that, I mean, I don't blame my parents on anything. I don't know. I won't know anymore when I die than when I came into this damn rat race. I am kind of a negative person, though. I'll admit to that. Like sarcastic. And I don't know why that is. Maybe I wasn't rubbed enough as a baby. I need to be rebirthed. This is a big lake. Yeah, all this ice is on the side that I thought it would be. Which you're gonna see here in a minute. It's here we are, April. It's 62 degrees, and I'm going to look at piles of ice. I mean, this isn't normal for around here. It really is not. They got all little cabins and stuff. I'll tell you what I do miss, though. There's nothing like a new budding romance. You're in your 20s, teens, 30s even. You'd meet somebody new, you really liked them. It's like, hey, you want to go up to Houghton Lake for a weekend? Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be so fun. now it's like, shit, that's not ever happening again. I'm sure it might. I know this for sure. I had one girlfriend, 98, and I couldn't wait to get rid of her. So I know that that's something that was like, you can't replace those feelings with a new kayak. Even though you knew it was like, you know, this is the beginning, it's not going to probably be long term. Who cared? Now there's no beginning and there's no end. Only the beginning of Chicago. I heard Chicago come on the radio someplace the other day when I was eating. You hear those old horns playing? It was like good music. I thought it was. It seemed ahead of its time to me. That's what I think. I'll be taking a right up here. We're going to get to the bottom of this ice. We're going to look at it. We're going to analyze it. Photograph it. Daisy had a biscuit. She wants to check it out. All these commercial buildings empty and for sale. I was actually thinking, another thing too. There's nothing better than being successful at a business. Well, there is better things. Taking a beautiful young woman on a new trip. But there's nothing like having good clients that think you do a good job. I'm thinking about doing this detective agency. I do have a detective agency license and a website. I just never use it. But I've been thinking about really marketing and getting back into it. And I'll tell you, I tried that about 5 years ago. And all the people that I know when I was in it are gone. And I got treated like a redheaded stepchild. It's like, hey, my name's Tom Reed. I've been a licensed BI 40 years. It's like, yeah, so what? It's like, so what? I am Tom Reed. It's like, yeah, well, we got this young guy with a 9-inch cock, with a master's degree in criminal justice, and he's doing a good job, and until something happens, we're not going to try anybody new. It's like, you're not, huh? It's like, I'll put a diaper on him for you. No kidding, it's like The Death of a Salesman. I don't know if you've ever seen that play. It's this guy, and he's just so clueless how he is in his later years. And it's just so sad to hear this guy talk like I just did. The world is past him, and the light bulb hasn't come on. No shit. Look at these old bars here. Look, they haven't changed a bit since 1920. Yeah, it's an act. If you never saw The Death of a Salesman, if you go to a live play, there will not be one person not crying at the end of it. Seriously. It's so sad to see this guy. Oh yeah, it's foggy over here on the icy side too. This guy is just so clueless. I'm not sure where I cut over here to. Keep an eye out for bald eagles. I hope I can cut across over here like this. Oh yeah, that's where I should have turned, right there. Another thing I like about this, it's got a good turning radius. The Astro van did not. There's two ducks. I ran into two older women yesterday that were big birders. They really knew their shit about cameras and birds. I mean, not that that's a surprise. We talked for about 15 minutes. They had waiters on. They were out checking out birds. They had crossed paths with a lot of places that I did. You know, same places, that kind of thing. Yeah, I think that ice is over there. It's just really weird. Yeah, Michigan's nice. I think it is. See, I got to get further on the other side. This, of course, is a perfect lake for pontoons. Shallow. A lot of people drowned in here over the years. Hi, hon. Come up to the front. Look at the ice. Daisy wants to see the ice too. Come on up front, hon. Oh yeah, this is really cool. It's all foggy over here. Actually, there's quite a bit of ice. Foggy on the ice. 64 degrees and the ice is foggy. I want to thank Mary for telling me about this, or I'm liable to miss it. You know, I got a pamphlet, and the ophthalmologist I saw last week wrote down some books he thought I'd like. We talked about optics for about 20 minutes. I got my little Daisy companion with me. It's my good girl. Hey, baby. Hi, hi. It's a good little dog. Wait till you see this. It's really cool looking. Hi, honey. Hi, baby. As soon as I can find a way to get around that part of it. Hi, girl. Bleeding. Baby. Here's the Whitetail Resort. I still can't see it good. You know, the fog isn't just... I knew it'd be hard to get close to it over here. This is good. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Where's that ice at that they were talking about? It's getting up close to the houses.
Oh, Well, there's ice behind ours.
Oh, there is?
Can I let him go?
Yeah.
He's just got a little brain damage.
Oh, he is. Right around here, though.
Yeah, there was ice. Is there still ice? Yeah, there's still ice.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Thank you. Is your dog out of way?
Yes, thank you.
Yep. Hi. Okay. I'll find it. I'll get to the bottom of this. I'll bust this case wide open. This ice they showed was like piling up, and I don't see that here. Brain damage. Said her dog was brain damaged. Now there is quite a bit of ice back here, but it wouldn't be able to blow because it's still like solid, believe it or not. See, it's not over here. Piling up on the yards. See, it should be on the northeast side, so it means it should be down here a ways. The wind's coming out of the southwest, west most of the time. We'll find out. Oh, it does, huh, Dave? I mean, you can see it back here, but it's not what I'm looking for. I want to see big ice. I'm talking about piles of it. I'm sure it's melting rapidly. Now it's 57 here. Hang on. Good girl, baby, what are you doing down there, huh? You looking around? Huh? Looking for the ice? Good girl. Oh, yeah. Yeah, here it is. It's all foggy. I gotta find a place where I can pull in. See, there's not that much public access over here. This side. Go on now. Go on, jump. You want to jump, honey? Good girl. Daisy wanted to see better. Dead end. Yeah, there's still a lot of ice out there, but I don't see it piled up in the back. Well, you can see some here. I knew this was going to be just like this. There wasn't like a place I could just drive to and see it. Yeah, but most people are not here now, believe it or not. I'll find it, don't you worry. You got old P.I. Tom here. This is not going to be coming up with nothing. I'll put on my P.I. hat. Maybe down here I'll get a better view. Yeah, see, this isn't it either. So don't you worry. Well, I see a lot of Trump signs up here. I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Oh, definitely works. Yeah, you can get it on Amazon. You're never going to find too much of a deal on it either. It's the same price everywhere. But Daisy's really looking for the ice. Oh yeah, give me a call, Dave. You got my phone number. Now we're talking. Right here. Now see, that's all open. This is where it should be, the northeast part of the lake. It showed big piles. If you Google it, Houghton Lake ice, you'll see it. The news channel is up here. Yeah, it's all open water there. Dang it. you're lucky. Thunderstorms. Yeah, I would be too. Yeah, see, it's not over here. I don't know where the hell it's at. It's not where I thought it would be. Hey, Anthony. Hey, Anthony, how you doing? Party store. Now we're talking. Yeah, here we go. Right around here. So it is. It's on the north section of the lake. Northeast section. Yeah, it's back here. Yep. Bingo. Now all I need to do is find a place to go see it. Yeah, there's tons of it. Yeah, it is really high. Yeah, here we go. Found it. This makes sense. So it was getting pushed up against the north rim of the lake. Good morning. How you doing? You up over there, huh? Good girl. These are seasonal houses, so I'm going to gamble and hope that nobody's here. Bye-bye, Aaron. Bye-bye. You have a good day. Look at this ice. I found it. Bye-bye, Aaron. You have a good day. Blue ice in Houghton Lake. Look at this, crazy. Walkie bye-bye. Walkie bye-bye, Aaron. Look at this. Plus it's foggy. Isn't that crazy, Tammy? Right where I thought it would be. Sort of. It was 64 degrees. Now it's 57 here. And it's wrecking some of the docks. The dock, the part where you hook it to. Wow, isn't this crazy? Isn't that cool, Dave? Ice baby. It's true. I'm going to take another better video of it with my other camera. It'd be $29.95. You got to send it Patreon. You're not watching it. Yeah, isn't that cool? Yeah, this is really cool. Yeah, you can hear it cracking. That's right. Yeah. Right there. This is cool. See, I'm at the north side of the lake. Northeast, which makes sense. When I was driving when I first got here and I said I didn't know where the ice is, I was way on the other side over there. This is Michigan's biggest inland lake, very shallow, averages about 6 feet. I told you I'd find it. You just leave it up to P.I. Tom Reed. Hey Mary, here's that ice you told me about, look. Mary, look at this ice you told me about. Yeah, a lot of people drown here. Actually, I know a lady or a guy whose brother drowned here, duck hunting. They didn't find him till the spring. Right on, Drifter. Yeah, report all the trollers. Mary, can you see this good? Debbie, look at this blue ice. I'm gonna get my good camera. See that lady, she said they had ice. They did have ice, but not this kind of ice. Oh yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, I'll get some more of it with my good camera. There's Ice Ice, baby. Hi, hon. Are you waiting for Dad while he's checking the ice out? Thank you, honey. Thank you, honey. Can you jump over, please? Can you move over, hon? Dad, get in the car. Can you move over? Hop over. Go on. Mom, we're not going to get out here. Good girl. Thank you. Thank you. You're a good girl. Love you, hon. We'll be right back. Just give me 5 minutes. Ice Ice, baby. I'll be right back, hon. You want to go look at the ice with Dad? Okay. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Well, thank you for telling me about that, Mary. Appreciate it. I got some better video of it. Hey, Ray. Ice Ice, baby. That's exactly where the news station was. Ice Ice Baby. Ding 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 ding. Thanks, Mary. That's a good one. I nailed it. Watch out, Robin. Oh yeah, I believe it. Yep. Crazy. I'll go paddle my kayak out there. Real Eskimos. Good girl, hon. Gotta find this road. Not sure of the name of this road. It's probably North Shore Bay or some shit. North Shore. Sure would be nice to. Hey, if anybody's watching, it's the 9300 block of East Houghton Lake Drive. 9300 block. You want to go see it yourself. Hey Mary, get a Fantasy 5. It's like 320,000. Fantasy 5. Bird singing. still in Michigan? Mary, get a Fantasy 5. Get a is this $376? This is cheap. I don't need a lot of gas, but $376 is cheap. I saw this car in West Branch yesterday. I thought, what an ugly color. Yeah, $376. I don't need a lot of gas, but I get what I can. I'm gonna get another Fantasy 5 too. Fantasy. Get out of that winter clothing, huh?
For now.
Yeah, you never know.
Next week.
Right, I know, it's true. See, hey, you see, does that ice push up against the shore like it's doing this year very often?
Oh, every year.
Oh, every year? Oh, okay. It does. Yeah, that's the first I heard of it.
Sometimes worse. You know, some years worse than others.
Oh, okay.
I'll see it every year.
Oh, all right. I thought I'd ask the expert.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, it is. I like it. Yeah.
Some people, go up and knock down the sheds or something.
Yeah, somebody was telling me it's knocked down some fences. Yeah. Making new friends, Houghton Lake. $3.76. Can't beat it. My radio comes on, turns on by itself. You think that's a sign? Yeah, it does. Yeah, you're right. Nah, it's weird. It does it about once a day. That was a good movie, Christine. See, over here, it's, you know, the opposite end of the lake. This is the southwest side. West Branch. Hey, look at this van for sale over here. For sale. I could pull people out of the ditch with it. 1997, 4,800. Yeah, you're fucking dreaming. 196,000 miles. Satellite truck for a TV station. Yeah, dream on. That guy needs to wake up. He's dreaming. Becky, no, I don't. I haven't talked to her lately. I haven't talked to her in probably 2 or 3 months. She was supposed to come on alive, and I haven't heard from her. $62. It was 5 degrees colder on the water. you're welcome. Daisy's sleeping in the back seat. She's a good girl. Excuse me. You know, I should have stopped by that Annette's nail place and done a thing for her. She broke up with that guy in St. Helen and starting her own nail place. Hey, how you doing? How's your day going? Yeah, she's in Houghton Lake. Yep, forgot all about it. Although I think if you call the number on the old one, it tells you to call the new one, so it's not a total wash. Put the pedal to the metal now. You know, I noticed I saw a camera on the top of that telephone pole. That's got to be Homeland Security. As I said before, I know a prosecutor that subpoenaed those videotapes before, and they said, we're not giving you anything, get screwed. Yeah, that happens, Natasha. That happens sometimes. Oh yeah, I don't doubt that. Yeah, I've had that happen before. I had it happen when I was down in Georgia, actually. But if you upload that, you better check off that, you know, it's like violence, people may find it offensive, that kind of stuff. Or they'll give you a strike. Hey, T-Bird. You know, 5 years ago, you could upload it at no problem. But it's not like that anymore. If you look at what you have to check off before you upload a video, what'll happen if you do a shitty job of self-grading yourself, they will eventually take your privileges away of uploading videos without their consent, which is a total pain in the ass that takes forever. So you're not getting anywhere by not answering the questions honestly, just shooting yourself in the foot. Now, the difference between checking it off honestly and not is that it's probably not going to be monetized because they don't want paying digital customers. They don't want to refer them to a fight with some homeless people in the street. So when you check off its potential violence, the only people that are going to know about that are people that are subscribed, people that are premium content holders, or the few that just accidentally run across you. But basically, when you get something like that on video, it's guaranteed you've taken the money away from it. But that's just the way it is. YouTube's being held to FTC standards, just like if it was on television. Now, you may be able to get away with placarding it at the beginning and saying, hey, this contains violence, and trying to have it monetized as well. But if you're just starting out, I don't think it's worth it. You'll get some views, but it's going to be chump change anyway, so it's just not worth fudging the truth. Oh yeah, it's not as easy as you think. People think that you just go out there and there's all these interviews around, and if your interviews get popular, you'll get a bunch of stalkers. It's a strange venue. Here's a guy who's got his car in the back of a tow truck. They said this car has been handled with tender, loving care. You'll probably get another 100 and 200,000 miles out of it. And here it is on the back of a tow truck. This is what you call reality. Saginaw, Michigan. Yeah, I mean, in the old days, it was a Wild West on YouTube, but just read through those and just abide by them, or you're going to end up self-sabotaging your channel. YouTube won't recommend anybody. Like, I'm on their shit list right now myself, and it isn't because of doing anything wrong, it's because of them changing their policies. They don't want any drug talk, legal or illegal. And if that happens, your videos are going to get tagged not suitable for most advertisers, which is basically a cousin to demonetization. Yeah, but it's their platform, and if that's what they want to do, it's up to them. People say, well, that's censoring. It is, but it's not a news channel, and it's a private server. Either they want to be able to comfortably send ads to videos, and they don't want a Bible cam coming up in the middle of a fight between two homeless guys. So in a way, I don't blame them. You sign on, you either agree to the terms of service or don't. And let me tell you this, there's YouTube and nothing else. All these other platforms out there aren't worth a thing else. It's just the way it is. They're not censoring. Yeah, nobody watches them. You can have that same video up someplace else and you get 100 views over the next 10 years. I mean, what good's it do you? Now, what you can do once you get a little more established, you can have this premium content and people have to pay to see it, and you can send them a link, but that's a big pain in the ass. Yeah, I mean, I think the same thing. Well, with me, it was different. I mean, they supported and promoted my videos. And then all of a sudden one day it's like, well, you know what? We're not going to do this anymore. We don't want any more drug talk. So they went and tagged all those videos not suitable for most advertisers, which just killed the money. So now if you notice on new interviews that I do, I'll ask them, do you have a substance abuse problem or not? But I don't go into detail like I used to. I mean, I'd rather get paid than not. And that's why. Because the minute, even if I talk about Prozac, it's going to get demonetized. Not suitable for most advertisers, even though it's a legal drug. Marijuana, same thing. Do not talk about that shit. You'd just be digging yourself a slow grave in the internet world. I mean, I know it sucks. And, you know, you can argue all you want that people deserve the right to hear what's out there. Well, not on a private platform, they don't. YouTube doesn't want you doing it. You better not do it because it'll eventually catch up with you. Yeah, BitChute fucking sucks. It's not worth a shit. You'd be able to end up showing your video on a damn outhouse bathroom wall and you get more viewers. All those other ones, or they lend themselves to gaming or some shit like that. I mean, the government was even thinking of canning TikTok. That's a Chinese-based server. You know, they don't give a fuck about anything. And that shows you how bad it got, and that's because you had access to it. But the days of the Wild West and just going on there and doing crazy shit are over. You can do it. Now, you can take that fight video and you can upload it. Just tell the truth about it. But, you know, depending on what your goal is, if you want to get the truth out there and you never want to make a dime, well, then go ahead and upload it. Just tell the truth when you upload it. The problem is you're not going to get anybody referred to watch it. So you got to pick out what your objective is. Yeah, Chinese-based. You know, and I'll tell you that YouTube, that I tried TikTok. It just wasn't for me. Probably too old. Don't meet the demographics. You know, 90-second videos. Fuck. I put up 3-hour videos of birds chirping. The fuck 90 seconds. It takes me that long to turn on the goddamn camera. And I got a little issue with these young girls on there. It's just a little creepy. You got these young kids on there in these bathing suits and stuff doing dances. It's just a little weird. And these mothers and daughters. There's definitely an air of strangeness. But I'll tell you one thing, those old Chinese, that brought them to a 10 shot. Because once the government thought about canning their ass, they shaped up and they're not quite allowing the nudity and vulgarity that they used to. Yeah, I think it's really creepy. I'm sure they have just a huge pedophile following on TikTok, where YouTube will be all over your fucking ass. That's another thing too. You don't want any kids in your video. I don't care if they're parents there with a signed affidavit. Just keep them out of it. Kids, it's like, you know, you might as well just go out and start fucking on top of a picnic table. I mean, it's about the same as a violation. Just keep kids out of there. There's so much shit connected to that. And another thing too, even if I got a snail crawling on the ground, I put 18 and over. Because I don't want to take any chances of some fucking brat watching one of my videos that are, you know, innocent, but they twist it around to being something weird. So I just don't take that chance. So no matter what happens, if somebody ever complains and says, hey, you know, my 10-year-old was watching your snail crawl on the ground, it's like, yeah, well, you know what, that's your fault. Because it's 18 and over. Pay better attention to your kid and don't let them have access to adult sites. That's how it is nowadays. Oh, plenty of weirdos out there, that's for sure. Yeah. So, you know, believe me, I know all about it. It's taken a big hit on my channel because they went back and fucked me on all the videos they supported. I went and put as many up. And it's a really good interview, and it's lots about drugs. And I feel that if I don't put that in the video, I might as well not even upload the goddamn thing. Then I'll just do it anyway, answer the questions right, and not get any viewers. It's just the way it is. I mean, you know, people get mad, you know, they don't really understand censorship. And most people don't understand consent from a legal perspective on a federal or state level. They think when you interview someone that's on drugs that how can they consent? I don't even talk to them about it because they're so fucking dumb. They don't like you. They don't like what you do. They think you're getting rich off the videos. And no matter what rationale you try to explain to them, it's not going to sink in, so fuck it. Yeah, I just skipped the whole fucking thing. I'm going to be getting a Tim Hortons coffee in about 5 minutes. I'm going to read up some more of my high dynamic range stuff. The photographs that I have been, of the good bird shots, those are all edited. Sharpening tools, color. And it takes a long time. I'm shooting in the raw now. Somebody will twist that around like I'm standing around in my underwear with my camera, but that's not what it means. It means you're shooting in a different format, so you can get the highs and the lows of the shadow areas, and you can do what's called layering. It just provides for a better image. The problem is, I'm kind of a run and gun guy, and I'm going to do some legitimate photography. I did it before in my life, and I'm kind of rusty, so I'm kind of setting up for it. Yeah, shooting in the raw. Yeah, wear a jock strap, and then I go out and film bald eagles. I mean, you get every wacko in the world trying to get you in trouble on YouTube. Somebody will email YouTube's like Tom Reed was talking about. We're not wearing clothes and going out and videotaping bald eagles. I swear they try every trick in the book to get you knocked off. It's crazy. Well, I think I'm going to sign off here, you guys. I'm going to go and read for an hour or two. Drink a coffee. Suck in my gut before I walk in so the girls don't think I'm overweight. So I hope you guys have a good day. Good luck. Good luck, Natasha. And just be honest on checking the questions off when you upload your video. You're going to get it broke off in your ass. That's the best advice I can give you. You party on. Film those fights. Rock 'em, sock 'em, robots. If you're going to fuck up, just check it off like it's just as benign as possible. And then say, real life rockin' sock'em robots by Natasha. 2 bums slug it out. You will get your ass handed to you for sure. Yeah. See you later, Blue. Thanks. I'll be on later. We'll party all night. Hope you don't get a snowstorm today. Anybody else out there? You have a good night too. Good day too. You party on.